I never thought my life could split in half in a single night, but it did. I'm trying, Mia, I remember saying almost every day. I'm doing everything I can to build something real. She always smiled and said, I know, Ethan. I believe in you. But the smile faded month by month and I felt it slipping away even though I kept telling myself it was just stress. One night, I heard her whispering on the phone behind our bedroom door. Why are you talking so late? I asked when she walked out. She jumped and said, It's just Lily. Relax. I wanted to believe her, so I forced a smile. All right. If you say so. But doubt stayed in my chest like a stone. The red flags kept showing up. She hid messages, laughed at her phone, and walked away when I entered the room. Lucas told me, Man, talk to her. Something's off. I answered, No, she wouldn't do that to me. I was wrong. Everything shattered the night I came home early. I pushed the front door open and heard laughter drifting from the living room. Mia's voice rose first. He's such a nobody. Always talking about his big dreams. Caleb's voice followed with a smug chuckle. Yeah. Sounds like he'll stay broke forever. My heart slammed against my ribs. I stepped in and said, So this is what you think of me? Mia's eyes widened for a second, then she rolled them. Ethan, don't be dramatic. Dramatic? I asked. You're talking about me like I'm nothing in my own house. Caleb stood up. Maybe you should calm down, sir. Don't call me sir, I snapped. You've been sleeping with my wife. Mia folded her arms. So what if I was? Caleb gives me the life you can't. I stared at her, unable to breathe. The life I can't? Mia, I'm trying. You know I'm trying. She laughed, cold and sharp. Trying isn't enough. I'm done waiting for you to become someone. Caleb smirked beside her. Maybe you should move on. I felt something inside me break. How long? Tell me the truth. Mia shrugged. Months. Maybe longer. Does it matter? It matters to me, I whispered. Oh please, she said. You always talk about building a future. Caleb already has one. With my money, I shot back. Everything he has came from this job. Caleb stepped toward me. Watch your mouth. Or what? I asked. You'll steal something else from me? Mia threw her hands up. You see? This is why I'm leaving. You're clingy, paranoid, and stuck. Caleb understands me. I looked at her one last time. I loved you, Mia. She scoffed. Love doesn't pay bills. The room went silent for a long moment. Then I said, I'm leaving before I say something I can't take back. Mia didn't even look at me. Go. We're done. I walked out slowly, feeling every step like a wound. Outside, the night air hit my face, but it didn't cool the burning in my chest. Lucas called me, asking, Ethan? What happened? I choked out. She chose him. He cursed under his breath. Come here. Don't stay alone. I can't, I said. Not yet. I walked aimlessly past streetlights and empty roads, trying to keep my legs steady. Why her? Why him? Why now? I whispered to myself again and again. I stopped near the old bridge and looked at the water below. My hands shook, but my thoughts hardened. I won't beg, I said out loud. She'll regret this. One day she'll know exactly what she threw away. I turned away from the river and kept walking, breathing, trying to steady my mind. This pain won't kill me, I muttered. It'll shape me. The more I spoke, the stronger I felt. My footsteps echoed on the pavement like a warning to the world. I wiped my eyes and said, I gave her everything I had. Now I'll give everything to myself. With that promise, I walked forward into the darkness, ready to rebuild from nothing. I dragged my suitcase up the stairs of the tiny rented room and stared at the peeling paint on the walls. This is what my life has come to, I whispered. The landlord asked, You sure this place works for you? I nodded quickly. Yeah, it's enough. After he left, I sat on the edge of the bed, holding my head. How did everything fall apart this fast? I muttered. My phone buzzed. Lucas calling again. I answered, trying to sound normal. What's up? What's up? He snapped. Ethan, you disappeared for 2 days. Where are you? In a room I can afford, I said. Don't worry about me. I am worried, he said. Come stay with me. No, I said firmly. I need space. I need time. Lucas sighed. Fine. But I'm coming to see you tomorrow. When he showed up the next day, he looked around the cramped room and frowned. Man, this is depressing. It's temporary, I said. He sat beside me. Talk to me. Say something. What do you want me to say? I asked. She chose him. They're probably laughing right now. Lucas clenched his jaw. You didn't deserve any of this. I gave a bitter laugh. Tell that to Mia. He looked at me closely. Are you giving up? Giving up? I asked. I don't even know where to begin. Begin anywhere, he said. You can't let this break you. I kept quiet for a moment. Then I whispered, it already did. Lucas put a hand on my shoulder. Then rebuild. Start piece by piece. I nodded slowly and something inside me shifted. Maybe he was right. But the world didn't wait for me to heal. 2 days later, I opened my phone and saw Mia and Caleb posting pictures in my house. My living room, my kitchen, my car. Mia captioned one photo, finally living the life I deserve. I almost dropped the phone. Are you kidding me? Lucas grabbed it from my hands. They're clowns, man. Don't let this get to you. It does get to me, I said. That's my home. And you'll have a better one someday, he replied. Just hold on. But seeing Caleb posing in my clothes, showing off things he didn't earn, made my stomach twist. He took everything, I whispered. Lucas shook his head. Then take your life back. That's the best revenge. That night, after Lucas left, I lay in the dark listening to traffic outside my window. I need something, I muttered. Anything. My phone buzzed again, but this time it was a number I didn't know. I almost ignored it, but something told me to answer. Hello? I said. Ethan Ward? A calm voice asked. Yes. Who's this? This is Adrian Cole. I shot upright. Mr. Cole? Sir, how do you know my number? I've been trying to reach you, he said. Lucas told me what happened. I closed my eyes. I'm sorry. It's been a rough time. I heard, he replied gently, and I want to talk to you in person. Why? I asked. I'm not exactly in a good place. He chuckled lightly. That's why. I once told you I saw potential in you. I still do. My throat tightened. Sir, I appreciate it, but I don't know what I can offer right now. You can offer your effort, he said. I'm opening a new department and I need someone who learns fast. Come work with me. I blinked in shock. Are you serious? Absolutely, he said. Start small. Grow. I'll guide you. For a moment I couldn't speak. Then I whispered, why help me? Because, he said, you're not meant to stay on the ground. I let out a shaky breath. Then, yes, I accept. Good, he replied. Be at my office tomorrow at 9. After the call ended, I stared at the wall, replaying his words. You're not meant to stay on the ground, I whispered. For the first time in days, I felt something warm in my chest. Hope. I stood up, clenched my fists, and said to myself, Mia will never look down on me again. When my first week at the company began, I felt like an outsider in my own skin. I kept my head down, hoping no one noticed how nervous I was. Still, I whispered to myself, just don't mess this up, Ethan. On my third day, Mr. Cole stopped beside my desk and said, how are you settling in? I swallowed hard. I'm trying, sir. I know I'm not perfect yet, but I'm giving everything I have. He nodded. That's what I want to see. Keep going. Those few words carried me through the next hours. I pushed through tasks I barely understood, asking questions whenever I had to. One evening as I typed alone, Emily approached my desk. You're still here? It's past 8. I just need to finish this report, I said without looking up. I'm too slow during the day. She leaned on the edge of my desk. You're not slow. You're learning. And you're doing more than most people in their first month. You really think so? I wouldn't say it if I didn't, she replied. You're rebuilding, just don't burn out while doing it. Her voice made something inside me loosen. I won't. I can't afford to. Emily gave a soft smile. If you ever need help, ask. I'm not scary. I laughed weakly. Maybe a little. She raised an eyebrow. Excuse me? I meant you're intimidating in a professional way. Nice save, she said, walking off. The next weekend, Lucas came to visit my tiny room. Man, this place is depressing, he said as he stepped inside. It's temporary, I replied. I don't need much. Just space to work. He sat on the bed. You look exhausted. I'm fine. Liar. You're killing yourself. But I'm proud of you, bro. I sat beside him. Some days I wake up and still hear Mia laughing with him. It pushes me harder. Lucas sighed. Don't give them that much power. Build your life for you, not to beat them. Maybe. I didn't fully believe it, but I wanted to. He nudged me. At least you're moving forward. Meanwhile, Mia and Caleb were moving in the opposite direction, though I didn't know any of it. While I studied spreadsheets, Mia apparently sat in cafes complaining to Lily about Caleb's temper. While I stayed late at work, Caleb was reportedly getting fired for arguing with clients. But I stayed unaware. My world was a straight tunnel. Work, learn, improve. One night, as I stared at my computer, Emily dropped a stack of documents on my desk. Review these. Mr. Cole wants this section revised. I rubbed my eyes. Do you ever go home? Do you? She shot back. Fair point. She sat in the chair beside me. You're too tense. What's going on? Nothing, I muttered. Ethan, don't do that. Don't close up. I hesitated. I feel like I'm running from my past and toward my future at the same time. And I don't know which side is winning. Emily studied me for a moment. Then stopped thinking of it as running. You're building something new. That's strength, not escape. Her words stayed with me for days. Months passed. I grew more confident. I solved problems faster, spoke more in meetings, even joked with the team sometimes. Mr. Cole noticed everything. One Friday morning he stepped out of his office and called, Ethan, inside. Now. My stomach tightened. I followed him in, unsure if I had done something wrong. He closed the door behind me. Sit, he said. I did. Mr. Cole placed a folder in front of me. You've been working harder than anyone here. Thank you, sir, I said quietly. I'm not complimenting you. I'm acknowledging reality. Your dedication hasn't gone unnoticed. My fingers curled against my knees. I'm just trying to do my best. And your best, he said, is now needed somewhere bigger. I stared at him. What do you mean? He leaned back in his chair. Ethan, I want you to lead a new project. For a moment I forgot how to breathe. Me? Led. Yes. You earned it. My voice cracked. Sir, why me? Because you don't wait to be great. You work at it. I lowered my head, overwhelmed. Thank you. I won't let you down. He smiled. I know. As I walked out of his office, my hands trembled, not with fear, but with something I hadn't felt in a long time. Oh. The moment I took charge of the new project, everything in my life shifted. I walked into the conference room on the first morning and saw Daniel Hayes leaning back in his chair, arms crossed. Emily stood beside him with her usual calm smile. Daniel smirked. So you're the guy leading us? I cleared my throat. That's what Mr. Cole decided. All right then, he said. Prove you can handle us. Emily nudged him. Daniel, behave. I am behaving, he argued. I raised a hand. Look, I'm not here to boss anyone around. I just want us to build something solid. If there's a better idea, I'm listening. Emily nodded. Good start. Daniel shrugged. Fine. Let's see how it goes. Our first week was a mess. Every meeting turned into a debate, and Daniel challenged every suggestion I made. One afternoon, after another tense exchange, I snapped, Do you want to lead this? You clearly have an opinion on everything. Daniel's eyes widened. I just don't want us to fail. Neither do I said quietly. So let's stop fighting and build something worth showing Mr. Cole. Emily sighed. Thank you. I've been waiting for someone to say that. Daniel finally relaxed. All right. Let's do it your way for now. That was the moment things changed. We started working as a unit instead of three strangers forced together. Late nights became normal, filled with arguments, laughter, and breakthroughs. One evening, Mr. Cole called me into his office. How's the project going? I replied, We're pushing hard. There's progress. He nodded, then gestured for me to sit. I've been watching you. I felt my heartbeat jump. I hope that's a good thing. It is, he said. You remind me of myself when I started. Hungry, focused, a little rough around the edges, but willing to learn. I couldn't hide my surprise. You really see that in me? Yes. That's why I'm going to train you personally. Leadership isn't about knowing everything. It's about choosing the right people and trusting them. I whispered, Thank you, sir. You earned it, he said. Now go make me proud. While my life climbed upward, Mia's was hitting the ground. I didn't know the details then, but Lucas later told me she had been messaging him. One night at my place, Lucas showed me his phone. Mia again, he said, rolling his eyes. What did she say? I asked cautiously. She's asking how you're doing, pretending she just wants closure. He scoffed. I didn't reply. I shook my head. Let her live her life. Lucas smirked. Seems like her life isn't going very well. Caleb's spending everything he gets. Debts piling up. I frowned. She chose him. She regrets it, Lucas said. But that's not your problem anymore. He was right. I focused on my work. Within months, everything changed for me. Bonuses arrived, bigger than anything I'd ever imagined. People in the industry began mentioning my name, calling me the fast-rising strategist or Cole's protege. Each time someone said it, a part of me healed. Daniel, who once doubted me, became one of my closest allies. One evening after a long meeting, he clapped me on the back. "Ethan, you're going places." "I mean it." I laughed. "Coming from you, that means a lot." "No, seriously," he insisted. "You've got something big inside you. And if you're ready, I want to invest in your idea." I blinked. "Invest?" "Yeah. The one you mentioned, the startup concept." "I've been thinking about it," he said. "You lead, I support." I rubbed my forehead. "It feels too sudden." "It's not sudden. It's smart," he argued. "You've got talent. I've got capital. And Emily believes in you more than you realize." Emily added, "If you're scared, that only means it matters. Say yes." I hesitated. This could change everything. Daniel leaned in. "Exactly. So change everything." I stared at both of them, feeling the weight of the moment. "All right," I breathed. "Let's do it." Daniel grinned. "Good. I'll start drafting the agreement." Over the next few weeks, we worked on the details, quietly, carefully, as if building something fragile and precious. Then one bright morning, I sat in a glass office across from Daniel. He slid the contract toward me. "This is it," he said. "Your first major partnership." My hand trembled as I picked up the pen. Emily whispered, "Go on, Ethan. Begin." I signed. In that instant, my old life felt like a distant memory. The road to the top had finally opened beneath my feet. Opening my own company felt unreal at first. When the paperwork was finally done, I walked into the small office and whispered, "This is mine. I actually did it." Daniel grinned from behind his desk. "Not small for long. Trust me." Emily smiled too. "You've earned this, Ethan." I nodded, still overwhelmed. "Let's make it something big." Life changed fast after that. Within weeks, clients started trusting us, money began flowing, and my confidence grew with it. One afternoon, Emily stepped into my office holding a file. She asked, "Are you ready for the big leap?" "What leap?" I joked. She pointed at the brochure. "This apartment. You said you'd get one someday." I exhaled. I guess someday became today. I bought it, a luxury apartment overlooking the whole city. But things didn't stop there. As our company grew, I looked at a large property on the hills, meant for the future headquarters. When I told Emily, she blinked. "A mansion-sized project site?" I laughed. "Why not? I'm thinking long-term now." She smiled. "I'm proud of you." While my world rose, Mia's was falling apart. I didn't see it myself, but Lucas kept hearing things through friends. He told me one night, Caleb lost his job again. They're fighting every day. I shrugged. Not my concern. Lucas sighed. "You really feel nothing now?" "Nothing," I said. And I meant it. 2 weeks later, Lily found me outside my building. She ran up breathlessly. "Ethan, wait." I turned slowly. "Lily? What are you doing here?" "I needed to talk," she said nervously. I wanted to apologize." "For what?" I asked. "For my sister," she whispered. "For everything she did to you." I stayed quiet. Lily looked down. "Mia. She cries almost every night now." I felt a strange emptiness. "That's between her and the man she chose." "She regrets it," Lily insisted. "Regret doesn't erase choices," I said. "She made hers." Lily hesitated, then whispered, "You really don't care?" "No," I replied. "I left that version of me behind." She nodded slowly. "I understand." As she walked away, I felt no ache, no anger, just quiet detachment. My company kept climbing. Emily became someone I relied on more than I expected. She encouraged me, challenged me, and kept me steady. One late night she said, "You should sleep. You've worked enough." I smirked. Says the person still in the office. She crossed her arms. "I'm only here because you refuse to rest." "Then we're both too stubborn," I said. She laughed softly. "Maybe. But at least we're stubborn for something good." Weeks passed and our big event arrived, a gathering of major business leaders. Mr. Adrian Cole stood on stage, smiling at me as reporters prepared their cameras. He raised his glass. "Tonight, I want to acknowledge someone who rose from the ashes with remarkable strength. Ethan Parker, your growth has been extraordinary." I stood frozen for a second. Emily whispered beside me, "Go. You deserve this." I stepped forward as flashes burst around me. Mr. Cole put a hand on my shoulder. You've built something powerful. Keep going. Thank you, I said quietly, for believing in me. Reporters shouted questions, lights blinded me, and applause filled the hall. I felt like I was standing on a peak I'd never imagined. But then, in the middle of it all, something tugged at my attention. Through the glass doors of the building, just outside the crowd of cameras, I saw a familiar figure. Mia. She stood in the shadows, her clothes simple, her hair messy, her eyes red and swollen. She wasn't close enough to speak, but her expression said everything: shock, regret, pain. Her lips trembled as she whispered something I couldn't hear. Emily asked, "Ethan? You okay?" I took a slow breath. "Yeah, I'm fine." Because in that moment, seeing Mia broken outside while I stood inside a world I built myself, I finally understood. Her walls were crumbling, and mine were rising higher than she ever believed I could reach. I was reviewing contracts in my office when Emily rushed in. "Ethan, someone's here to see you." "Client?" I asked. She hesitated. "No, it's Mia." I froze for a second. "Let her in." Emily stepped aside and Mia walked in slowly, looking nothing like the woman who once mocked my dreams. Her eyes were swollen, her clothes wrinkled, her hands shaking. She whispered, "Ethan, please? I need to talk." I leaned back. "Say what you came to say." Mia shut the door and burst into tears. "Caleb left me. He took everything. I have nothing." I stayed silent. She cried harder. "I know you must hate me, but I don't have anyone else. I'm not asking for money, I don't know where to go." I looked straight at her. "You made your choice." "I know," she said, wiping her face. "I was stupid. I let my pride destroy us. I thought Caleb would give me everything, but he only took from me." I didn't respond. Mia stepped closer. "Ethan, I'm begging you. Forgive me. I was wrong." I asked quietly, "Why now?" "Because," she whispered, "I chose a boy over a man. I chose someone who looked exciting instead of someone who truly loved me. I ruined everything." I kept my expression calm. "Mia, I'm not the man you used to control." She shook her head. "I never wanted to control you. You did," I said. "You looked down on me when I had nothing. But now that you've lost everything, you want me back." Mia reached for my hand. "I miss you. I miss the way you cared for me. I miss the home we built." "We didn't build anything," I replied. "I built it. You walked out before the foundation was even done." She sobbed harder. "Ethan, please don't talk like that." I leaned forward. "I'm not yours anymore. My life doesn't belong to you." Just then the door opened again. Emily walked in holding documents. She paused when she saw Mia's tear-soaked face. "Oh," Emily murmured. "Should I come back?" Mia glared at her. "Who are you?" Emily straightened. "Emily Rivers. Ethan's partner in the company." Mia scoffed. "Partner, right." I frowned. "Mia, don't start." She turned to me, eyes burning. "So this is why you won't take me back? You replaced me already?" Emily stayed quiet, but the tension was sharp. I took a deep breath. "You replaced us first." Mia's voice broke. "I made a mistake. I didn't think." "That's the problem," I said. "You never thought about the damage you caused." She looked at Emily again. "Did you tell her about me? About us? Did you lie to her like you say I lied to you?" Emily shook her head calmly. "He didn't have to lie. Everything about him speaks for itself." Mia stepped closer to me, trembling. "Ethan, please. Don't let her take my place." I sighed. "You lost your place the moment you walked out with Caleb." She grabbed my arm desperately. "I can change. I'll do anything, just give me another chance." I slowly pulled my arm free. "Mia, you're not here because you love me. You're here because you lost him." She flinched as if I'd slapped her. "I'm not your backup plan," I said softly. "And I won't be the man you run to when your choices fall apart." Mia collapsed to her knees. "Please don't leave me alone. I'm begging you. I have nowhere to go." I stepped back. "You had somewhere once. You threw it away." She cried. "I didn't know you would become this. I thought you'd stay the same forever." "That's the point," I answered. "I changed. And you didn't." Emily gently touched my shoulder. "Ethan, we should go. You have a meeting." Mia looked up at me, eyes full of helpless fear. "You're really walking away?" "Yes," I said. "Because the man you're begging for no longer exists." I turned and walked toward the door with Emily beside me, Mia's sobs echoing behind us. In that moment it became painfully clear. She thought she could reclaim me easily. But I had become someone she could never reach again. The day I moved into my new mansion felt unreal. The halls were wide, the lights warm, and the silence comforting. I stood in the doorway, taking it all in when Marcus Stone, my head of security, approached me. "Sir," he said softly, "there's a situation at the gate." I frowned. "What kind of situation?" "A woman. She's crying and asking for you." My chest tightened. "Her name?" "Mia." For a moment I said nothing. Then I sighed. "Take me there." Marcus guided me down the long path toward the gates. As we approached, I could hear the faint sound of someone sobbing. When the gates came into view, I froze. Mia was kneeling on the ground, her clothes dusty, her face streaked with tears. She looked up the second she heard footsteps. "Ethan," she cried. Please talk to me." I walked closer but didn't cross the gate. "Mia, why are you here?" She clung to the metal bars. "I have nowhere left to go. Caleb left me. I lost my job. I lost everything. Even my dignity. That wasn't mine to protect," I said quietly. She shook her head desperately. I know I hurt you. I know I ruined everything. But I can't survive like this. I need you." I felt anger rise, but sadness too, old emotions I thought were gone. "Mia, what do you want from me now?" She sobbed harder. "Just listen, please. I was selfish. I thought I deserved more. But you were the only one who ever loved me for real." I stared at her hands shaking against the gate. "When I loved you deeply." She nodded quickly. "I know, and I threw it away. I thought Caleb would give me the world, but he only used me." I said nothing. She whispered, "Ethan, I should have trusted your dreams." I closed my eyes for a moment. Her voice cracked again. "You were building something beautiful, and I was too blind to see it." When I opened my eyes, she reached her hand through the bars, trying to touch mine. "Please, just hold my hand once. Just talk to me like you used to." I took a slow step back. "Mia, that version of me died the night you betrayed me." She choked out a breath. "Then let me help you bring him back." "No," I said firmly. "He's gone. And the man standing here now, he doesn't belong to you." She shook her head violently. "Don't say that. Don't walk away from me like I'm nothing." "You walked away first," I replied. "Not just from me, from everything I offered." Tears streamed down her face. "Ethan, I'm begging you. I know I don't deserve anything. But please don't leave me alone tonight." My throat tightened. Part of me remembered the woman I once held, the woman I thought would stand by my side. But the person kneeling at my gate was a stranger shaped by her own choices. "I'm not punishing you," I said softly. "I'm letting go. There's a difference." She cried harder. "So you're really done with me?" "Yes," I whispered. "For both our sakes." A long silence stretched between us, broken only by her quiet sobs. Marcus stepped beside me. "Sir, should I close the gate?" Mia looked at me desperately. "Ethan, please don't do this." I swallowed the last bit of pity in my chest and turned away. "Close it, Marcus." The heavy metal gate began to slide shut. Mia pressed her palms against it, crying, "Ethan, please." "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." I didn't look back. The gate locked with a final click, sharp, cold, final. Marcus placed a hand on my shoulder. "You did what you had to do." I nodded slowly. "Yes, it's done." Karma had come to my doorstep, but this time I was the one walking away. I stood at the balcony of my new headquarters, watching the lights flicker across the glass walls. "Hard to believe this is real," I whispered. Lucas nudged my shoulder. "You earned every inch of this place, Ethan. Don't act surprised." Emily laughed softly. "He's still getting used to being successful. Give him a minute." Mr. Cole approached with a warm smile. "Your journey wasn't easy, son. But look where you've landed." Daniel raised his glass. "Tonight isn't about pain. It's about the man you've become." I felt a weight swell in my chest. I never thought I'd hear words like that, not after everything. Emily tilted her head. "You mean after Mia and Caleb?" I exhaled. "Yeah, betrayal breaks something inside you. But sometimes it also forces you to rebuild stronger." Lucas leaned closer. "Then say it. Say what this night means to you." I walked toward the stage as everyone gathered. My voice trembled at first. "Thank you for being here. Most of you know parts of my story, the failures, the heartbreak, the nights I thought I'd never stand again." I paused and breathed in deeply. When Mia walked away, I thought my world was ending. But what I didn't see then was that her leaving pushed me toward who I was meant to become. Applause rolled gently through the hall, but their faces held something deeper, respect. Mr. Cole called out, "Tell them what kept you going." I nodded. "People like you. Lucas pushing me out of bed when I wanted to quit. Daniel staying up late helping with ideas. Emily reminding me I wasn't alone. You all believed in me when I barely believed in myself." Emily's eyes softened and she whispered, "Always." I continued, "Success wasn't born from revenge. It was built from pain, patience, and support." I smiled. "And tonight, this company isn't just a new beginning. It's proof that broken people can rise again." The hall erupted in cheers. Lucas shouted, "To Ethan." After the celebration slowed, Lily approached quietly. "Can we talk?" "Of course," I said. She looked nervous. "It's about Mia. I thought you should know what happened." I inhaled slowly. "Go on." "Caleb stole money from a few people and ran off. No one knows where he is now." I blinked. "He actually fled?" She nodded. "Mia's been struggling. She works small jobs, cleaning, serving tables, anything she can find." Daniel overheard and muttered, "Karma moves fast." Lily shook her head. "She's not the same. She barely talks to anyone." I didn't know what emotion should rise: anger, satisfaction, pity. Instead, there was only stillness. "Thank you for telling me," I said quietly. Emily touched my arm. "How do you feel?" I sighed. "Free. I don't hate her. I don't wish her pain. I just finally feel like her chapter doesn't control me anymore." Lucas smirked. "That's growth, man." Daniel agreed. "Letting go is harder than holding on. But you did it." The band resumed playing and the lights dimmed slightly. Emily stood beside me, hands clasped nervously. "Ethan, can I say something?" I turned toward her. "Of course. What's wrong?" Her voice trembled. "I like you. I've tried to hide it because you were healing, but I can't pretend anymore." I stared at her, surprised but not confused. "Emily," she swallowed. "If you don't feel the same, it's okay. I don't want to complicate your life." I stepped closer. "I do feel the same. I felt it growing for a while. I was just afraid to move forward." Her breath caught. "Then, what happens now?" I smiled. "We see where this goes. Slowly. Honestly." Emily's eyes softened in relief. "I'd like that." Lucas shouted from across the room, "Are you finally confessing? Took you long enough." Emily flushed and I laughed for the first time that night, a real, unburdened laugh. Mr. Cole raised his glass again. "Ethan, give us one last line before we close the night." I stepped back onto the small platform, feeling everyone's eyes on me. For once, the moment didn't frighten me. It felt like home. "I lost everything once," I said, my voice steady. "But sometimes losing everything is the only way to find yourself." The room went silent, then erupted in applause louder than before. Emily slipped her hand into mine. And for the first time since my world shattered, I felt whole again.